All right, we're rolling. Well, hello there, folks, and welcome to another episode of Toll Freely.
Yeah.
Yay!
Aim your fingers
And
with the
so, yay! And so we got Country here with us today. Now, today we're not sponsoring a weed today. We're not showing off weed today.
great. You
We're
sure,
just
huh?
going to, I mean, well, we do have weed to smoke, but we've smoked this before, and I've rated it before. And by us smoking something earlier, it still rates about the same thing. So we're not even going to go through that. It ain't like it improved. It's still about the same thing. See, my numbers are accurate. But we're not having a show on weed today, but we're just having an open show. And we're going to talk about a few things, and kill a little time, and show you folks that we don't all we do is smoke weed when we come on here. We do have other interests, you know what I'm saying? That we
I
do
thought it
other
was
things.
weed, though.
What'd you say, country?
I thought it was weed mostly.
Well, it is weed mostly, but we are more than just potheads, you know. Well, at least I am. I don't know about him, but I am, you know. So
I'm
let me
finna.
see. Usually I would say this is the weed, what it looks like, and all
You can
that.
show it to
I
him.
can show it to you, but this is some Skywalker, and we've already had some of this before, but this is what it looks like, folks. It's like, well, I might as well do it professionally as I do my show. It's got green, red, a little bit of yellow in it. It's got that weird smell with that uh, wangy smell. It still smells the same. I think this weed could be a better weed if they would do something to it. But it always ends up getting a lower score than we give it. And by us, we was going to retest it,
I would say we gave it a 68 last time.
and it probably that's all
We'll
it's going to
probably
get
get
this
a
time.
70.
But maybe it probably wouldn't get much more than that because it's
I
about the
wouldn't give it
same.
much more than a 70.
Yeah, it's about the same.
We still got a lot of good points, but
All right, folks, y'all seeing my mess over here. Let me fix my mess. All right, as before we get started, I was going to say, don't forget to give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get our next videos so you'll know when they're coming and stuff. Don't forget to check out our other endeavors with Soul Time with Country and Mr.
all right,
Reese.
this is yours.
And we get our own joints.
Yeah,
Soul
yeah,
Time
yeah,
with
yeah.
Country and Mr. Reese. And here you go. And new way to do it with Reese. And also come check out our garments at www.tokefreelytokegear.store. Okay, folks, I need you to buy more garments. I sold a few. Ain't nothing to write home about, but come on, help me out. Go to my website. Check out all the merchandise I have. I have more than just this. Check out all the merchandise I have. I'm sure there's something on there you would like, And if you're having a hard time paying for it, they got sort of a layaway plan, but which I think the stuff is really affordable. It's not really outrageously affordable, outrageously priced, I meant to say. So come in and check us out, and that's at www.tokefreelytokegear.store. It's
All
on
right, man. We
Teespring.
need to, yeah.
It's on spring.com. They say it used to be Teespring, but now it's spring.com. Or you can go to spring.com and just put in Toke Freely, one word, then Toke Gear, separate word. Two separate words, Toke and Gear. And you will see my products come up. They're very nice products, And since y'all missed 420, okay, you owe it to me. Get some product. All right? Okay, then. I want to hit. Go get some product. No excuses. Brother trying to survive here. You trying to make me started there? What's going on here?
Right.
See, I have to wear old clothes. Look at me, I'm wearing old clothes.
Yeah.
So today we just add lemon. I was going to bring up Kevin Samuels. You know, his sudden death. And I have to say I don't never would wish ill on anybody, even though I wasn't a big fan of Kevin. And I might have had some things, maybe negative to say about him, but I wasn't a hater. Okay, I didn't hate on him, and I ain't glad to see he's dead. I wouldn't be glad to see my enemy die. I mean, unless he was really trying to kill me. But other than that, I don't want to. I'd never take uh, glee in the death of anybody, and I don't think you people should be doing that either. So what? He made some people mad. He pulled some strings. The man didn't do anything physically to anybody, so he didn't deserve to be hated all the way to his grave. Okay,
People hating on that dude.
man, people was man. I was seeing people on the internet and on social media, man, talking about they was glad he was dead. Glad,
Man,
mostly
man.
women too. They were saying they was glad he was dead, and I thought that was really a shame. Listen, I don't even wish death on my enemy. If I wish they was dead, I don't wish death on them. You know, because that's it. That's the end. That's finished. And he was still a young man compared to today. I mean, I'm about 3 years older than him. They said I thought he said he was 53, but it come to find out he was 56. You know, so I mean, basically, he still was a young man. He still was a young man, and they was making rumors about him saying he was mixing Red Bull, cocaine, and Viagra, which I don't know if that's true or not, and I'm not gonna say it was true. But if he was doing it, shit, no wonder he had a heart attack. Hell, that'd give a normal person a heart attack.
That
Shit.
is a lot.
And some hot Latino coochie. Man.
I mean that's a lot though. Red Bull, cocaine, and
If it's true. If it's true.
listen,
Allegedly. Gotta say
listen,
allegedly.
listen, Red Bull,
Because the
cocaine,
chick, man,
and
I saw on YouTube this morning, the chick is talking about suing the social media people, man, that had brought the story out quick and said that she killed him and shit. For her to understand, that's an old saying when that in the black community when that happens. Because I once knew a girl uh, that died with an old man
hey,
on
turn it
top.
down just a little bit. I
Can't
can't
hear
hardly
me.
hear you.
It's on the same thing as always on, country.
I turn down just a
No,
little bit.
we don't have it that low. You have it that low, it's gonna mix in with your voice. You ain't gonna be able to hear nothing.
It sounds like you're screaming.
I'm not screaming. I'm just talking a little louder because I have the thing sitting back, and so you can hear. But what was I saying? Oh, she said that she was going to sue because people was claiming that basically she killed him. Well, I was gonna say that's sort of an old adage in our hood. Because I once knew a girl that an older guy died on top of her, and he swole up in her. So it was doubly embarrassing for her. And every time she would kill somebody would be like, "Nah, baby, you done already killed one nigga. You ain't finna kill me." Which for me, I'm like, "Damn, she killed somebody with that coochie. Give me some." Shit, I'm gonna take the challenge. Shit. See if that coochie that deadly. That deadly? Let's see.
I ain't gonna take the Pepsi challenge on that. I'm gonna have to let you have it.
Oh shit. Ain't no coochie ever killed nobody, but I
Mm-hmm.
mean, put it this way. Ain't no coochie intentionally killed anybody. Now people that died in the coochie.
John the Baptist would say something different.
What would John the Baptist say? He didn't die in
Same
no coochie. He
goddamn
got
thing.
beheaded.
Right, cause he wouldn't get no coochie.
Oh.
So that coochie literally killed him.
What are you talking about? It literally killed him.
Yeah,
You talking about
she cut his head
what do you
off.
mean? The story of John the Baptist?
Yeah, she cut his head off.
She didn't cut his head off. The king cut his head off.
She got his head cut
Well,
off.
yeah, she
But
did.
she tried to bone John the Baptist. She
Oh,
said
I remember she threw it
that
at him.
dude
Yeah.
had a banging ass body. She like, damn, he fat, he built. Man, I'm better than this. Lifting sticks and trees and moving stones.
Yeah, him. She's like,
Man.
want me some of that Christian Kool-Aid. Well, I mean, he probably was in the sun sweat. So you want to know a biblical story? Ask country. He knows them all. Yeah, but I just think it was a shame. I think it was a shame he died at such an early age. I think it was a shame that you know. I just think the whole thing's a shame. Like I said, I don't wish that. I wouldn't wish that on my enemy. If it's true, country, nobody said it was true. I just heard rumors of it. And that might be why the chick is suing. You see what I'm saying? The kind of reputation she ain't gonna never get no dick with that reputation, man. She better get some money. Because they found out she died under Kevin Samuels. I mean, he died under her. He died on top of her. It's gonna scare a lot of brothers off. I know that for a fact. It's gonna scare a lot of brothers off. Yeah, it's gonna. They ain't gonna want to touch that pussy, man. They ain't gonna want to touch it. But I find it funny that if you were married and your husband died on top of you, the neighbor next door be humping you before he's in the ground. Good shit. He be like, he was a good man. Yeah, he was a good. Let me use his lawnmower every week. Yes, he was. But when it comes to a chick being single and screwing maybe a single man or dad, a married man down on top of it, they get the stigma.
Hmm.
Like it's toxic coochie.
I didn't
That's some
understand that
toxic gay coochie.
analogy. So you saying the man next door,
Yeah, because I knew when
when
I
he
was a
fucked his
kid.
wife and his wife died before she in the ground, then he be fucking the next door neighbor.
Well, I'm talking about the husband. See, I knew this husband and wife deal. I think she was already screwing the man next door, but when her husband died, the man next door basically just moved on in, and he wasn't even in the ground a good week.
Right.
He
But
wasn't
that
even
was
in the
something
ground
that
a
was
good week.
already done.
Right, that's what I say, but I
I
was
don't take
using
that
it as a
motherfucker
metaphor.
serious.
Yeah,
I don't take that motherfucker serious.
you never know,
But
man. You
I'm
never
saying
know.
that was something that was already. He
Right.
was in.
Yeah, he was in. I mean, he lived. Okay, back in the day when I was a kid, do you remember them
I just said
brownstones?
that thing just moved in for a
Yeah, he
minute.
lived.
I'm
The
not saying.
brownstones was right next to each other, and he lived on the second floor on the right hand of the brownstone, and they stayed on the first floor on the left hand side of the
I'm not
brownstone.
saying all that's
Right.
impossible,
No, I'm
but
saying,
the
but I
fact
do
that they
feel,
both right,
when you think about it, it had to be already going
it
on.
had to be already going
And I
on.
always thought she might have killed his ass.
I'm saying I don't know, but
I
it
was
had
like,
to already be going on.
because I don't didn't know them personally, but I knew them from the block. And the man always seemed healthy, but I'm saying you could probably say the same thing about Kevin. He probably seemed healthy, and like when I had my heart attack, man, it comes up on you kind of weirdly. You see what I'm saying? You start getting this pain in your chest. You like think it's gas and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You like
Uh-huh.
that gas. Then all of a sudden your left arm start getting numb. But for me, my left arm never got numb, but my breathing became short. You know. And I turned to my wife. I said, you know what? I think I better go to the hospital. But she panicked and called the ambulance and shit. I was like, man, we could have drove to the hospital. It ain't that far. Because
So
I was
you was supposed to another cigarette before we go on.
no, I wasn't smoking nothing. That time I was a little nervous. I was like, oh shit, what's going? This the end? I was like, God, I ain't asked to go yet. I was like, nope, I got too much. No, no, no. What do you think you're doing?
Well,
I got too much to do. You know.
what
So
is this feeling with you? Now you had a heart attack. So what you talking about? What focus on
this is
something
called
that
facing
you
your
know?
fears, country.
Facing
That's
your
a fear.
fears.
I face that fear. I have to face that fear every day.
What's that for?
It wasn't the smoking that did it.
Man, I'm just saying, I don't want to focus on that. That's not funny.
Well, we was supposed to be talking
It,
about Kevin Samuels and
I don't
how
know nothing about
unexpected.
him. I
I
told
was
you.
saying it, how unexpected that he,
That wasn't unexpected. It was expected.
for him to die. I was expecting him to die like that.
I guess
You expected that?
he wouldn't have been. I didn't follow him.
I'm saying, but you say it's to be expected. So what do you mean?
Really, I really don't care. To be honest with
Most
you, I
people
have
don't.
no because
Most most people
I
don't
have
care.
no investment about him.
I know.
It's the same
But
as
then
seeing
you
a car
agree with some
accident.
of his bad
No, I
teachings.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
I know you didn't like him that much, like I did.
I don't know nothing
Yeah,
about
man.
him
Where
to
am I
like
itching?
him or dislike him.
All right. Is this
That's what I'm
this
saying.
show making me itch? I wasn't itching before the show. Got the heebie-jeebies. All right. Maybe I should stop talking about it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
that's true.
But I want to say this. I want to say on a serious note, folks. Uh, we're in for some serious shit. Okay, and y'all need to all come together, get y'all shit together, and start looking at and watching what's going on around us with this war and these politics, man, and the shit that's going out here in the street. All this shit is being perpetrated against you on purpose. It's not by circumstance or happenstance. All this stuff is happening for a purpose. The shortages in food, the shortages in gas, the shortages in everything, the high prices of the houses, all this shit was orchestrated way before y'all had an inkling of it.
You
Way
hear what
before y'all
Biden
had an
said?
inkling of
You see what Biden said? He said now he gonna start taxing the rich because once he tax the rich, that'll make the economy get better. I was like,
it. That man don't know his ass.
is this high?
Yeah,
That was a weird
literally. You
statement.
know what? You say
How you
that.
figure you
When
gonna
you say
tax
that, that is
somebody
so true.
and
He
that's gonna
is high.
change the economy? No,
He is high.
really?
He's high and stupid. They got that motherfucker on some powerful ass drugs. That's all I can say. It look like it's trying to rejuvenate him and shit. But
Rich
it ain't
don't
gonna
get
do nothing
rich.
but probably put him in the grave
Listen, man,
earlier.
rich don't get rich to give money away. They ain't finna be
Hell
letting the
no.
motherfucker tax them like
Hell
that.
no. And
He on there blowing
and see
smoke up
what's
people's
going
ass.
on, man. What they going on in over in the east and in the west? They jacking these people's rents up, man. Like I saw this thing. This man was paying $1,500 a month for his apartment, a two-bedroom apartment. They jacked it up to $4,000.
In the Middle
And then
East.
told him he don't like it, move. You don't like it, motherfucker, move. But I want to ask these people this: what makes you think that those places gonna rent for $4,000 and $5,000? Just because there's a tech industry starting to come into Nevada and into Vegas and shit like that? What makes you think those people going to pay that kind of money for those apartments that really is not worth it? I wouldn't give nobody $4 grand for an apartment that's barely worth one. You understand what I'm saying? And so y'all gonna make it that the people and Nevada has always been on a thin line when it came to surviving. It ain't like y'all got a whole bunch of shit out there. The casinos can only make money if people got money to spend on it. You know, they ain't gonna make no money, and I gotta pay you $5,000 a month for rent for a 2-bedroom apartment. You people have lost y'all mind. That's $60,000. Wait, that's like 60,000 a year? Yeah, it's like $60,000 a year. For 60 grand, if I'm gonna invest 60 grand a year, it sure won't be in your property. I'll tell you that much. Wouldn't be in your property. And people, you ought to think like that. They put you between a rock and a hard place, and they make you think you don't have a choice. But you know, like I always say, you have a choice. Even if sometimes you have to go out a little bit further to get what you want, you know, you have a choice. Because you can quit spending your money in that town. And once you quit spending your money in that town, landlord, property owners, mayors, whoever, they're gonna take notice of that. You know. And then y'all should implement and they should implement uh, uh, rent freezes. You know, because you know, normal person can't spend $4 grand a month or $3 grand a month on rent, man. That's
That's
ridiculous.
how they say in the Golden Mile in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could literally live in the Gold Coast for $4 grand a month. I'm pretty sure you could find a nice apartment for $4 grand a month in the Gold
But
Coast.
less than that though.
Probably less. Well, I don't know. The Gold Coast is expensive.
But no, I mean ain't nobody paying $4,000.
Oh yeah, they are. Some of them are.
Okay.
Yeah, those new high rises and shit, man. That's what the rent is, like $5 grand a month.
Yeah, but them
You
be
got to be making
awful
like
too.
$100,000 to live in them damn places, you know. But at least they knew. Most of them I knew, you know. And you sitting in Gold Coast area, you by the lake and all that. Well, what you look, they always say in Vegas that they downtown is the ocean. Okay, it won't be no motherfucking downtown if ain't nobody living there. Shit. Okay, nothing but just rich people. There's not enough rich people to go around, folks, that can pay that kind of rent on a consistent basis. If I'm gonna pay you $4 grand a month, I might as well just hold my money, go get me a little cheap apartment somewhere way out of the city or somewhere, save my money, and come back and buy me a house when the market go down. Because that's another thing. If you have property and you thinking about selling, you better sell now. Because I'm predicting the next 3 to 6 months you won't be able to sell that shit. Because there's no way that people can keep up with the prices of these houses.
Wow, we could be talking about something else.
All right, well, what else? This is just it's an open show, man. We're just talking about anything. You over there tripping. I'm trying to keep the show going. You over there quiet. Come up with some of your come up with some of your hilarious banter.
Yeah, I can't
I want to
follow.
give a shout out to this lady. I ain't gonna say her name. That she knows my people. Well, I didn't know she knew my people. I guess she didn't know I was
What
related
the
to
hell
them.
is you doing that for?
Cause I'm just making small conversation. I'm not busting
Alright.
nobody out.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a very smart man. Just listen to what I have to say.
Okay. Yeah.
And I won't have to. And I want to tell her that she think that she was skeptical of that I was related to these certain people that she knew. Okay, I don't care.
Okay.
And I want to tell her that yes, I am related to those people because she did say I look like. I guess maybe she think I look like Jaime. Maybe Jaime or Junior. She'll know who those people are. And I want to tell you, I am related to them. Come check out my shows. I have shows on Facebook and Instagram. And hey, come check them out. You know, that's all I was gonna say. See, you thought I was gonna say something else.
I don't know what you was gonna say. That just seemed weird to be.
I want her to know that I'm acknowledging her by not saying her name. But we were texting,
Wow.
and I was asking you some questions.
Really?
Yeah, really. I don't see the problem in that.
Amazing.
Okay, well, you talk about something, Mr. Smartass. Let's hear what you got.
I was just talking about some simple shit like, what's the best kind of sandwich you ever had? What's some
The best kind of sandwich?
Yeah.
It's always roast beef.
Hey,
Roast beef with some tender Now, medium rare roast beef. Now, I do like my roast beef medium rare. Not bloody, but medium rare roast beef.
Right, a little red and brown
Yeah, a
together.
little red brown. And you get the best flavors. With some aged Swiss cheese. Okay. Some shredded lettuce and mayo. That's it.
Mm.
The best sandwich you gonna ever have. I don't want no pickles. I don't want no tomatoes. I don't want no onions. Just roast beef, cheese, and lettuce, and mayo, or mustard. I can't go for mustard. What's yours?
I said it might be.
You gotta speak up, cuz.
I said it might be weird, but
What?
I like to eat steak sandwich, like with the whole
Steak?
steak. Yeah.
But you don't eat red meat
Well,
anymore.
this is saying what kind of sandwich
Oh,
I
okay.
like.
Well, it gotta be something that you eat currently.
Well, no, because I don't
No,
think
because you don't eat red meat no more, so you can't say that's the best sandwich you've ever had
right.
because you don't eat it anymore.
Well, okay, but this would be the best sandwich I ever had. Bro. That's what I'm saying.
If you was to eat red meat again.
No, when I was eating red meat.
Okay, when you was okay, all right.
Yeah, that was ribeye, steak
Oh
sandwich.
yeah, oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Medium,
yeah,
hoagie bun,
yeah.
with some real onion on top.
You know what? Black people been convinced to eat meat rare, and it's not
You
good.
eat
That's still bloody meat, man. I don't care what you say. That's still bloody meat. I hate. It's like you be savages or something. Shit, That do sound good. Except mine would be well done. Yeah, I don't want no better. Like I said, the only medium stuff I can eat is roast beef. You know, I'm not a big fan of A1 steak sauce. I've never been a big fan of it. I would rather just use barbecue sauce, for me personally. But I mean, I've never been a big fan of A1 sauce. I knew a guy, my friend Kerry. He could make gravy with A1 sauce, and it wouldn't even taste like the A1 sauce. I don't know what the hell he would do to that shit, because I never really watched him make the gravy. But he would actually make a beef gravy out of A1 steak sauce. I mean, that shit would be so good, man. You'd be like, damn, that's the best gravy I ever had. Because I asked him, I said, how do you make this? He said, my main ingredients is A1 steak sauce. So I guess you can make gravy out of A1 steak sauce. You got to try that, Mr. Chef, man. You the chef? Is that plausible or was he lying?
I don't know.
I didn't know how he did it either. I just know he did it. He said all he would use was A1 steak sauce. Well, he never told me the ingredients. He just said the main ingredients. I know that. So he had to use something else, flour, something. Right. I always said that too, but I never knew what he used. He
I
never
think he used
told
probably
me.
the flour and butter.
But it wouldn't taste like A1 steak sauce. It would actually
What's your
taste like
favorite kind of movie to watch when you get high? All
other than
genres.
porno.
Yeah, other than porno.
No, I don't even watch porno.
You brought it up.
I don't watch porno.
Uh-huh.
I don't like to tempt myself like that. No, I don't want to do that. My favorite movie is always something sci-fi. Something like my favorite movie of all time is still probably Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan. My favorite space movie. But I would say my favorite movie of modern times would have to be Lord of the Rings.
That's your get high movie to watch.
Oh man, I could sit down and watch all 3 episodes in one day. As long as I got some weed and something to eat, and nobody disturbing me. I can sit back and watch each one back to back.
So for me,
Or The Matrix.
for me, you're hesitant.
Okay.
For me, it would be definitely Scarface.
Uh,
And I watch Scarface.
you know what I would say?
And then for my, I would say for my other favorite movie, I could probably do that. It's still be good.
The Matrix is good. You know. And now we got a new addition to it with the new one. Hey man, they got some new trailers, some nice, some good new movies coming out. The trailers I was watching. Seems like this year gonna be gonna be really good for action movies, like a lot of
distraction movies.
Yeah, a lot of good action movies.
I said distraction movies.
Distraction. Yeah, they're all the distraction. All of this, what we're doing is a distraction. But we're distracting you for good. not for evil. We're distracting you for the good of the world.
Right.
We're not trying to brainwash and manipulate. Well, some people may say that because I'm promoting weed on the show, you know.
Yeah, but we
Just to bring that up, I've been getting, I have to say, for the most part, I've been getting a lot of positive reaction. But I do get some negative reaction. I do see that some of the people, and I want to say to some of those people, you don't have to be mad at me. Your comments does not have to be angry. I'm not making anybody do anything they don't want to do, and I'm not pushing it towards children or people that's naive, you know. And to me, if you're that naive and you think a person like me can talk you into doing something, not only are you naive, you don't even have a brain, okay, to think for yourself. But to those people, and I'm not going to come back nasty because I've been reading some of the comments. I'm not going to come back nasty. All I'm going to say is to each his own. I don't know you enough to knock what you do. Don't knock what I do. Okay. I'm not hurting anyone. And if the long run, if I'm hurting myself, then I'm hurt. I've chose to hurt myself, you know, and that'd be it. Because I've been getting I get more positive feedback, but I do get the negative. I'm starting to get more of the negative feedback. And it's usually from people that are from churches and stuff like that. I got like 7 people, you know, from different churches, you know, throwing me scriptures out the Bible and then have their little stuff they say, like they don't really want to offend me. You can't offend me because you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So you can't offend me. You don't know who I am, why I'm here, and what I'm here to do. So, but I do understand, you know, I understand that, well, it's kind of hard for me to explain, but I ain't hate. Put it that way.
No, it's all good. All right,
So,
well.
do your thing, I do my thing.
The bell is towed.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, this was just a show for us.
Have some
Talk a
fun.
little about having a little fun. Country still zoned out on me, but he got to go to dinner.
Yep.
You know, he live that
Gotta
rich.
eat.
You know, when rich people live, they go out to dinner. You know, us old folks, we got to stay home and eat some mush. While he go, you know, eat some gruel while he go out and have him a.
We go on the strip, man. We get some chicken wings. I don't know what you
Chicken
talking
wings.
about. Yeah.
I thought he was going out to eat
Get some
dinner.
food. Ooh.
Oh, you're just going out to get food. Okay. All right, well, we're going to end the show then, folks. Right. So, this was just a little show. I'm putting this up today. I'm going to put this up today. Yeah. So, go out today, y'all can see it. Maybe you can give me some responses on it. Don't forget to check out our merchandise at Tokefreely. Yeah, we have cups, we have glasses, we have tumblers. There you go. And I want to thank the people again that's following me on Weed Smokers Unite. Yeah, on Facebook on my group Weed Smokers Unite. It's really growing. Thank you. I like some of the comments that y'all been giving me. Keep it up. And until next time we meet, folks. God bless and talk freely. Bye bye.